systemic human rights campaign. I'm not a guilt-trip white liberal from the north. I held my son when he was 9 years old, in which he almost froze to death while we were homeless in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I've been fighting for 20 years ever since. Fighting to keep public housing, setting up encampments across the country, and being arrested on numerous times because this issue is very personal to me. And I came down here to New Orleans because when I got the call saying, Cheri, can you please come? I decided to take the little bit of money that I got and to come down here, even though it was a difficult time for me to come down here right now. What happened was I don't like to go to jail. I don't like to get arrested. There's no romanticism around that. Anybody that's done any time, anybody that's ever slept in a jail cell knows this ain't fun.
Real talk.
And so when I plan to participate in nonviolent civil disobedience, it's because there's a reason for it. There's a well thought out plan behind it, and it really helps the efforts of the local residents. What just happened is I had no intentions of going to jail. Literally, I saw, which people will hopefully see, thank God to the footage, and thank God, you guys, we got to clap for filmmakers and photographers. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, when I saw that big SUV not slowing down and going for the crowd, I decided to make sure that the people in the SUV clearly knew to turn. But when the police officer said, go right ahead, I said, turn to the SUV and the other car behind, because I didn't want to see anybody get hit. Now, why was I so concerned about traffic? Because once, 2 years ago, at a demonstration like this, when I had set up an encampment on Broad Street in Philadelphia, I watched a 4-year-old get hit and almost die, and I was rushed in the back of the ambulance. That's why I was so concerned about the damn traffic. So they charged me with impersonating a police officer.
Oh my God.
And they took me to the middle of nowhere and let me out of the car. And then as I was trying to figure out what to do, because I handed JR my cell phone, because sorry to say I don't have much faith after having 200 some arrests in my life of getting my property back. I handed my phone to JR, and so I didn't have a way to call or anything like that, because all my numbers are in there. So I just started walking back, trying to find out where the St. Bernard projects were. None of you knew that they had just let me off in the middle of nowhere. Next thing I knew, while I was walking down the street, a police officer came pulling up on the side of the sidewalk and ran after me, grabbed me, recuffed me, and put me back in the squad car. And I will save the rest for when I get into court to sue these assholes.
Yeah.
But right now, JR's inside. And hopefully he'll come out. And that wasn't a good experience either. And I'm just going to wait to talk about that experience because we definitely are going to have to consult some lawyers in this process. If a police officer would have told me, listen, I'm going to arrest you right now, go over there, you know, anything like that, I would have listened, because this wasn't something to go to jail around. But what there is to go to jail around is the fact that all of us should fight for something as basic. If you're poor in this goddamn country, we better not let them shut us up, because that's the only thing that we have is our voice. and we better speak loud, and we better continue to talk and march and demonstrate and do whatever we can. I don't care what color you are, what you look like, where you come from. If you don't have $1.95, you better not let people tell you to shut up and be quiet. Thanks.
Yeah!